unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's our time. Check your hot read. Watch the twist.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. This complete to Martin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Check 24.
Murray now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
A gain of 16 on the play, but it's 3rd down.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Check 3.
Here's Murray. And Ingram holds it in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Okay, just like that. Shift.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You don't want me. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, Charlie!
Mike's 54! Mike's 54!
Bound to lose one.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
Trubisky will throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here I come again.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Colts.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Martin. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Murray with a 3rd and long. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Lock in, lock in.
Now Leonard Fournette, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On second down now, it's Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? Watch 57.
You better bring it. You better bring it. God. You better bring it. Let's 57. 57's right. Woo-hoo.
Throwing on second and 14. Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Check Mike 50. Mike 57.
Chin up. Check three.
Throwing on third and long. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the second down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Go.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
You right.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Murray now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Target.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
11 yards there, 1st down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big time.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, battle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Duke Riley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check. Lucky. Lady White.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
We got it. Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Trubisky. And he's got some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Martin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check.
Again, it's Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
18.
54, Mike, 54.
Here we go, it's Trubisky on 4th down. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trubisky now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the air.